So what's it been like behind the scenes, just trying to, one, get to know everybody, not just in the building and on the university campus, but boosters, Auburn legends,
Sure.
and then, when you're trying to pitch to them and give them some excitement about the future so that when you try to lay out financial plans or even, having players come back and alumni, what has that been like these last 6 months?
So I'm terrible with analogies, but let me toss this.
I'm terrible with names, so I can't imagine what you've been doing.
Let me toss this one out there. It would be like throwing yourself down a flight of stairs. Okay.
Voluntarily?
You voluntarily throw yourself down a flight of stairs. And as you're going down, hitting step by step, you're bumping your head, you're banging your back, you're getting your elbow.
Yeah.
You land at the bottom, and you're like, oh, I got a headache. That hurts. I'm exhausted. And then you're like, you stand up, you brush yourself off, then you're like, let's do it again. Like every day is basically throwing yourself down a flight of stairs. There's this adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You get beaten up, you're tired, you're exhausted, your body hurts. You're always grinding, trying to figure out how to do something different, how to do something better. And you end the day and you're completely spent. Your wife wants to talk to you about her day, and you're like giving her the Heisman. And your kids want to jump on your back. You're like, nah, I'm beat.
Yeah.
You go to sleep, you wake up, and then I'm ready to come back to work again and do it over and over. So, this has been the most exhausting 6 months, and the most exciting 6 months that I've had in quite some time.
Football season's about to begin. You're about to see the Auburn experience up close and personal.
Right.
It's everything Auburn's about, all rolled into one day and one game.
Sure.
What have you been told about it? Number one, and number two, how can you use that to your advantage as an athletics director?
Yeah. The great thing is we have what I've been told and what I've seen on video is the best game day atmosphere in the country.
It really is incredible.
And I've had the good fortune of being at Notre Dame, seeing Notre Dame USC games.
Yeah.
I've been to the Big House. I've been out to Tuscaloosa. I've been in the Grove at Ole Miss. I've been a lot of different places. Have never been to Auburn before. I've never seen a game inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. So as we're sitting here right now, right, this is the beginning of Tiger Walk, and so I'm excited to see those traditions. In fact, Coach wants me to walk with him through a Tiger Walk, which makes me really nervous. But I'll do it because he wants me to. And, the Eagle flight and, the band playing at Four Corners and the spirit and the fans tailgating. Like, that's all. I'm looking forward to all those things. And I think where there's an advantage is having been many other places across the entire country, different games, but yet not having been here, I'll be able to look at it with a very fresh perspective.
Yeah. And
be able to at least share my thoughts in, wow, we really do have the best game day experience. It's not just people saying it because they feel like they need to. Mm-hmm. And here's why, right? And other opportunities for us to make it even better. So really excited about the fall, and can't wait for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For our first home game.
Yeah. Now, we'll wrap this up here in a second, but I heard, I don't know if it was a meeting or something. I've got ears everywhere.
I'm scared when you say that you've heard stuff.
I've got ears everywhere, Allen. Not really. But you talk about protecting the brand, representing the brand.
Sure.
And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the AU Shield. What does that mean to you, and what are you wanting to do with that?
Yeah, it's important that our student athletes and our coaches, and really everybody who's involved in our athletics department, our family, they understand that the logo never comes off. And I made reference to that. As I meet with all of our teams, I let them know and close with, you represent not just yourself or your family at home, but you represent the Auburn family. And you represent your teams, your coaches, this athletics department at this university. And no matter what you do, good or bad, that you are going to be referred to as an Auburn student athlete or even a former Auburn student athlete. So we might as well use that for good and do something that's going to have a positive impact on somebody else, and do it representing the AU. And that, in my opinion, helps you make decisions that are better for the Auburn family.
Do you have things on the stove, on the burner, that you're just not talking to us about as far as plans and things you're wanting to enact that are, one, might excite people? I'm just, guess what I'm asking is, give us a tease. Is there something coming?
But I've told you everything.
Oh, come on, Alan.
There's always things that are rolling around in my head that I don't share. And part of that is because we're not yet in position. I don't feel like I have enough of an understanding of time and place to be able to say, you know what, we should do this. You know what, let's put a retractable roof over the baseball stadium, right? I mean, there's stupid stuff in my mind that comes up like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's a good idea or not, and nor are we ready to execute on anything.
Sure.
So I think about 5 years from now and where I think our athletic department is going to be. And given the passion of the Auburn family, given the passion of the people who work in our athletics department, understanding that much of the success that we're going to have is because we have to be focused on doing the little things right. And if we do the little things right, and I told this to the football team yesterday, if we do the little things right every single day, then the success that we can achieve is going to be beyond our comprehension. And so it's not about, we know we want to hoist championship trophies. We know that we want to have tremendously successful young people graduate here. But those are all the outcomes. The inputs are what's important, and doing the small things right is incredibly important. And I'm super excited to lead this department. As I've shared with people, I'm humbled, and I'm looking forward to getting this school year started and doing all we can to support our young people.
Dang it. I didn't really get a big, yeah, over there's something coming, Brandon. You have no idea.
Did you expect me to tell you that
No,
there was something
I don't
coming?
know. I'm trying.
I call that wishful thinking.
I know. Well, listen, that's what a journalist does. We're just like, say something crazy. We're not crazy, but give me some news.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're taking a patient approach.
Sure.
Instead of just throwing things out there and seeing what sticks.
The most important thing, in my opinion, is to be here for the long haul. And at some point in time, while everybody's got the iPhone 10, we might have the iPhone 12.
Okay, there you go. I heard the guy that does the iPhones went to school here.
His name is, it escapes me. Tommy? No.
I think it's Swedish Chef.
God, what is his name?
I don't know.
I'm gonna think. Oh, Tim Cook.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. That's his name.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Tim Cook.
Have you talked to him?
Would you like to know that? Wouldn't you?
I would love to know that.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's talked to him, everybody. He has been around a lot more in the last year. That's a good thing.
There's a lot of people who are passionate about Auburn.
Yep.
A lot of people who are passionate about
There
Auburn.
are.
Yes, there are.
Alan.
From all over the country.
All over the country.
Yes, there are.
So what are you and Tim talking about?
I didn't say I talked to Tim.
I just said
there's passionate people all over the country.
Okay. All right. You didn't know his name either. So
I don't even know. I struggle to figure out who he is.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. We're going to make some progress around here.
Okay.
It's going to be a fun journey.
I hope you own an iPhone.
I do.
Instead of one of the other things.
I don't know anything other than an iPhone.
Okay. All right, good.
Yeah. You even have Apple TV in the office.
Yeah, I do know that. And
is that landed on too thick?
No. Alan, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It is fantastic. You did this for us and all the Auburn fans, and I look forward to seeing what you got on the stove.
You and me both.
See what you got cooking.
Yeah, you see what you got cooking.
Stove.